Hidden in the western ranges of China, a fortress lies buried beneath rock and silence. For years, satellite passes returned puzzles, valleys that looked edited, shadows that bent the rules of light, and heat where no settlements should breathe. What began as whispers among analysts grew into a pattern, vents exhaling into thin air, roads that seemed to end at stone, and guarded corridors carved into mountains older than empires. If such a base exists, it is built to endure the first minutes of any war, the moments that decide the rest. It is a place where aircraft can wait unseen, where missiles sleep behind armored doors, where command can survive when cities above go dark. Tonight, we follow the trails. Real footage from China's forces, satellite imagery, tunnels, convoys, and the stark landscapes that hide them. This is the story of the invisible fortress, what we can see, what we can prove, and why the unknown may be the most dangerous part of all. Hidden in the vast silence of China's western mountains lies a structure so secretive, so carefully erased from public view, that for years, even intelligence agencies debated whether it truly existed. A base dug deep into the earth, woven through the bedrock like a metallic labyrinth. A fortress with no official name, no public coordinates, and no confirmation from Beijing. This is the place analysts call the Invisible Fortress. A location believed to house some of the most advanced and dangerous technologies China has ever developed. For decades, whispers circulated among military observers. Satellite operators noticed anomalies, entire valleys blurred, digital patterns too perfect to be natural. Rumors intensified when thermal scans detected heat signatures where no civilization existed. Something was operating beneath the surface, something large, something alive. Today, we dive into the mystery. We walk through the intelligence leaks, the satellite images, the real footage of the Chinese military, and the clues left behind. This is the full story of China's secret underground base no one is meant to see. 2024, a team of civilian satellite analysts noticed an unusual pattern near the Kunlun Mountains, one of China's most hostile and remote regions. The terrain seemed inconsistent. Natural shadows did not match the direction of sunlight. The outlines of the mountains appeared digitally altered. These were not glitches. They were deliberate disturbances. Analysts found that entire mountain slopes had been smoothed, valleys blurred, and land textures replaced with artificial patterns. Normally, such modifications are only applied to nuclear sites, missile silos, or areas too sensitive to show to the public. Then came the breakthrough. Nighttime satellite imagery revealed intense heat signatures emerging from beneath the ground, not from factories, not from villages, but from deep, isolated locations. Engineers analyzing the heat patterns concluded they came from industrial-scale ventilation systems, the kind used to keep underground bases habitable. This technology is common in China's tunnel systems. The country is known for constructing deep mountain facilities, capable of hiding aircraft, missiles, vehicles, and even entire command centers. But this site was different. It was far larger, far hotter, and far more secure. China is not new to underground construction. For decades, the PLA has built massive subterranean complexes known as the Underground Great Wall, a network of nuclear tunnels stretching thousands of kilometers. But what lies beneath this particular mountain appears far more advanced. Declassified analysis suggests tunnels large enough for aircraft missile silos concealed behind blast doors, underground airfields capable of rapid deployment, hardened nuclear communication rooms, AI-assisted command systems, drone swarm platforms housed in protected chambers. Experts believe the underground base contains a nuclear-resistant command headquarters, hypersonic missile launch systems, storage for classified aircraft, emergency bunkers for elite units, data centers capable of surviving cyber attacks, quantum communication hubs, robotic weapon platforms, and drone operations bays. and according to documents leaked on Chinese forums, the deepest levels may be built over 1,000 meters underground, making them nearly impossible to penetrate with conventional bunker busters. The location is not random. China's western mountains provide something rare: natural invisibility. Steep cliffs, unpredictable shadows, and extreme temperatures make the region nearly impossible for satellites to survey with accuracy. Snow and fog distort optical imagery, while mineral-rich rock interferes with infrared sensors. But most importantly, the region is nearly uninhabited. No tourists, no villages, no witnesses. Perfect for secrecy. China has long used remote mountains as shields. During the Cold War, several nuclear facilities were placed underground to survive an American first strike. Today, with rising global tensions, the strategy is returning in full force. By hiding bases deep inside mountains, missiles can be launched without detection, aircraft can remain sheltered until deployment command centers can operate even under nuclear attack. Weapons can move unseen through tunnels. This region also borders multiple strategic zones, routes leading toward India, Central Asia, and Tibet. From this vantage point, China can track movements, protect supply lines, and deploy forces across multiple frontiers. To understand the purpose of the base, we must understand China's vision of future warfare. In modern conflicts, the first minutes decide everything. Not hours, not days, minutes. Hypersonic weapons can cross continents in moments. AI-powered drones can overwhelm defenses instantly. Cyber attacks can cripple communication networks in seconds. And China believes that the next world conflict will involve missile storms, space-based surveillance, autonomous drones, electronic warfare, orbital weapons, AI-driven strategy. So what kind of base is prepared for such a future? A base that is hidden, hardened, undetectable, self-sustaining, connected to quantum communications, capable of launching weapons before the enemy knows what happened. This underground fortress is designed to operate even if surface cities are destroyed, satellites are blinded, communication lines are severed, power grids collapse, airspace becomes contested. The idea is simple: a war machine that cannot be killed, a command system that survives anything, a hidden hand that can strike long after the world above melts into chaos. When the first intelligence reports leaked, governments reacted quietly, but urgently. The United States Pentagon called the discovery deeply concerning. India referred to it as a destabilizing development. Japan called it a threat hidden in plain sight. Why? Because no one knows exactly what is inside. And in geopolitics, the unknown is more terrifying than any weapon. A base that cannot be seen cannot be measured. A base that cannot be measured cannot be deterred. A base that cannot be deterred changes the balance of power. Some military experts fear this underground complex may house China's new fractional orbital bombardment systems, weapons capable of circling the Earth undetected before striking. Others believe it is a hardened hub for nuclear retaliation, ensuring China can strike back even after a devastating first strike. And some suggest something even more secretive: a hidden testbed for China's AI-controlled war networks, capable of analyzing global threats and deploying automated defenses. Whatever the truth may be, the existence of such a fortress would force every nation, especially China's rivals, to reconsider their military strategies. For years, journalists, analysts, and foreign observers have tried to uncover the full truth. But the deeper they dig, the more questions arise. Why do satellite images show fresh soil only at night? Why do convoys disappear into the mountains and never emerge? Why did China increase mountain-based construction funds by 300%? Why did Beijing classify all information about geological tunnels as state secrets of the highest order? Some theories propose the base is a drone swarm bunker, a quantum computing hub, a subterranean aircraft carrier, a nuclear war bunker, a space warfare command center, or all of the above. The truth might be a combination of multiple systems, a multi-layered fortress, a self-contained war ecosystem, The deeper we look, the darker it gets. So what lies beneath China's forbidden mountains? A weapons lab? A command center for the next world war? A nuclear bunker preparing for the worst? A drone hive ready to unleash autonomous swarms? No one knows. And perhaps, no one is meant to. China built its fortress in silence. They buried it under rock, shadow, secrecy, and fear. What the world has discovered is only the surface. The real truth remains miles underground. But one thing is certain. This hidden base changes everything. It alters global strategy. It reshapes military balance. And it shows that the wars of tomorrow are already being prepared today. Deep beneath the mountains, unseen, unheard, unstoppable. The invisible fortress remains sealed, watching, listening, waiting.